Okay, it's the 17th of January 2019. We're again here at the farm with Mom and Dad, and we're going to do a few videos today. And this first one we're going to do is your take on the Big Rock Candy Mountain story that Todd and I have talked about thus far. So
You mean the real story?
that's right,
Well, I remember.
not a teenage perspective. So
Right, right. I remember we were in Utah, or lived in Boise. We lived in Boise, and then we came down to visit Barbara, Aunt Barbara, and Uncle Jay, and their family, Kunzler, their family there in Orem, Utah. And we decided that we were going to go on a trip, and we decided on going up to see down to see what is it called again?
Big Rock.
Big Rock Candy Mountain.
and that's
That was-
just what is that? Is that
It was kind of like a park.
why was it called a Big Rock Candy Mountain? What was
Well, the shale and everything made it look like
Different
it was,
colors.
Yeah, with the color it looked like candy,
okay?
and you could climb it, and it was very interesting and different
Okay.
than the usual
Okay.
rock shale mountain.
Anyway, we were, Uncle Jay was driving a truck, and then it had a camper bed on top of that. And then we had a motor home that we were driving, and with our family. Well, all of the boys, and I'm pretty sure that it would had to have included Gary and maybe Johnny and Chad and Todd and I don't think Meredith was back there because
Nor Daphne.
Nor Daphne, because they were too really young at that time. How old were you, Chad?
I thought I was 13 or 14. I thought I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1973. 73, 74. It's probably one of those years.
Right. Well, anyway, we were on our way there, and one time I looked out. They were in front of us driving, or had passed us, and I noticed that there was the window flap that was up, and it came to my mind. Now I wonder if those kids are getting enough air.
The back of the shell was up in the
Okay.
back.
And they weren't they pulling a trailer as well?
They had a little camper trailer, yes.
Behind that, where they were pulling, and so the flap being up would have.
Well, no, I'm not. It wasn't that, honey. It was the little window
Oh,
flap
on the top,
on
the very
top.
top.
That's how I saw it.
Okay.
It wasn't the back was up. No, that would never be up, honey, because of safety.
Yeah.
They would have never left that up.
Okay.
But they did this, and it did come to me, while we were driving. I wonder if those boys are getting, or their children are getting enough air. And then we just went on about our business, kept going. And then we arrived there, and we were in the parking lot. And as was been said before, we always want to take pictures of us in whatever we're doing.
Against the mountain in the background.
And so anyway, we had the children get out, and I noticed that Chad and Todd especially, I remember Todd, he was just like he couldn't walk.
Like he was drunk.
just like he was drunk.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
And so we quickly, got everybody around, and what's going on. And so anyway, Jay during that time talked to us about what could have happened. I said, have they been inhaling gas, or what's wrong with our kids? And so anyway, in talking to Jay and Barbara at that time, Jay said that he had just taken his truck in to have it fixed. There was a problem with it, and it was the gas pipe out exhaust. And what had happened, he had backed into a bank, a pile of dirt or something, and it bent the exhaust pipe.
Just a little.
And so the gas rather than coming out to the outside, was coming right into our,
Curling up and in.
to where you were, playing and resting and,
Yeah,
and enjoying your cousins.
right.
Anyway, I remember Todd wobbling the most. I do not remember either of you fainting outright because I just don't remember that part. Nor do I remember about the bent pipe. I don't.
Yeah,
I
Jay
remember
told me
Jay Kunzler telling me. This is before Jay's accident, so
Right, right.
he was actually driving the car.
Truck.
The truck, And anyway, but I do remember both you and Todd wobbling an awful lot, and I don't remember watching Gary, and maybe that's because he wasn't our child.
Yeah.
We were concerned about you two, and I am sure, with hindsight now, that that's what it was the exhaust, not a leak in a gas tank or anything like that. I don't think that would do it. I think the exhaust would get us, and was, I'm sure, could have been very, very dangerous in losing all three of you. If there was three there, we'll have to talk to Barbara, I guess, as to whether it was Gary or not.